Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Temple Owls offense comes onto the field first today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs it.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fakes to grab. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Duarte. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Now on the option. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hard running there. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Owls! He got a step and just dusted the field. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. And the ball is flying down the left side. He's at the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Zings it complete to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate.
And they will score! Touchdown, Bulldog! The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The hand yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense and the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Here's a heat. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Temple lining up to punt it away.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
At the 20, he's got space. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13. Mississippi State going up tempo. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from the senior.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Special teams proving to be special. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And just
breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Right on the money. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Unleashes it on the run. He hauls it in and nobody's close. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Eaton. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He'll toss it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first down and once more. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game...
There he goes! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Makes a man miss. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Owls have this offense rolling. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Quarterback may change this route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's got it.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job on it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And the QB receiver didn't come up with a completion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Cantrell. Mississippi State right back to the line. They're going back to the ground. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fit it in the window for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire. Got the quick pass. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Back to pass on second down. Caught.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to go up top on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Mississippi State going up tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Got him downfield.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives like that right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Here's the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Touchdown, Temple. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Got it in the middle. It's Eaton. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you